Hey friends, what's up? We did video review today. Talked about staying in control, talked about moving on your feet, talked about being poised and playing with confidence and trusting yourself. So, first time that we've done kind of a video analysis style squad. So, worked out pretty well. Enjoy. Catch you soon. All right. So, I'm going to blow this up. We still good? All right. So, this poor guy got lit up this weekend. We're not here to make fun of him. Unfortunately, he played for the other team, but he's a goalie just like us, right? Like he faces the same things that we do. He's a person, he's a human. I'm not trying to, tear him apart. We're just observing. We're just watching. Can you guys still see this? You guys went away here for me. I don't know if you can. Pass goes across. He slides. And then it's a scrum at the front. Okay. Let me make sure you guys are still with me. Could you guys see that? Colin, Ethan, Ben, could you guys see when I blew it up to full frame? Could you guys still see the play?
Yeah, it was a little laggy though. Maybe
Yeah.
that's just me, but
I know it's going to be laggy. I know it's
frame
going to
by
be
frame,
laggy. I'm going to go more frame by frame, but at least you guys could see the big picture, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Cuz when I clicked into it, you guys went away, so I couldn't see you anymore. But we'll go back through it. All right. We're just going to go bit by bit. All right. So zone entry, what do we see? Well, it's kind of an odd man rush, but really it's not. It's more of an even rush. That guy stepped, right? This guy over here stepped and pinched, drop. So this is a delay. Drop high, pass across. And the pass itself goes through a couple bodies, right? So he doesn't necessarily see the pass go through. But watch, he slides, which is what I said that he did this weekend as well, right? Now, he's also 6'7", so a lot of times he'll slide just because that's how he plays. But puck hits a body and then hits Altman, so he can't really control it because it came in weird on him. Body's at front, and it just gets dunked, right? Just gets dunked. So I would say that we can all agree that that's not really like, I'm not going to sit here and say that he should have had that one. I don't think he should have had that one. If anything, what I would recommend to him is keep things simple as possible. You're big, you're huge. I mean, most of us aren't as big as he is, right? And for us who aren't as big as he is, we should keep things even simpler because we're not as big. But this slide here, think about what that does for your vision. So your eyes are up here, then you slide, so your whole head actually goes down, and then it has to come back up when you get back up. So that's a lot of extra tracking that your eyes have to do, number one. It's a lot of extra movement that your body has to do, number two. And it could have been a lot simpler. He could have gotten there more quickly, more easily. Now, again, we're picking this apart. In the end, 3 shots, dunk at the net front. That's a tough play. It's a tough play. But the pass across could have been simpler, I think. Next. Can you guys hear that as well? Can you hear it too? Could you hear it?
Yeah, I could hear it.
Okay. And I got to get you out of the way because you're all, boom, there we go. All right, I'm going to play it once through and then we'll pick it apart more.
The attacking zone is poked away. Nice move by Badalamenti to the backhand. He scores. Ben Badalamenti, a toe drag right around the Bobcat defense. Was able to slide it past the diving. Aberdeen finally able to break out.
All right.
Badalamenti to center ice.
So outnumbered, but he makes a move to beat this guy. And now he's got numbers to the net because he got held up over here, right? That other D got held up. So let's watch this. What does this big giant goalie do immediately? Butterfly on the pump fake, right? Yeah, what's up?
He made the first move.
He made the first move, exactly. Now, this pump fake, I mean, it's not even that big of a fake, right? But then because he made the first move, because he went down first, he gets put in a disadvantageous position. He's at a disadvantage. The longer you're on your feet, the more you can keep an advantage. Because honestly, we're all a lot faster than we think we are. If instead he keeps his feet, all he has to do is push once into that save instead of dive across like he did. All right, this is from last year. Oh, I remember this clip. This clip isn't really relevant to what we're talking about. It's not as relevant because it's kind of a breakaway and then the goalie gets hit and then it anyway. So drive, goalie gets knocked way out of the net, right? And then the rebound is just laying there. I'll back it up. Not super relevant, but what I guess the lesson here is if you have to make the first save, you have to make the first save. He makes a good first save. He gets ran into, and then they dunk. You can't do much about it if that happens. That's one you just kind of have to move on from. You can get frustrated, right? He kind of raises his hands and maybe yells at the ref a little bit. That's Ben Garrity. He's going to Wisconsin now. But that's one where if you put too much energy into it, you're not going to get any energy back out of it because you really can't control that. That's totally outside your control. Next clip. This is from last year as well. There's Murph. Okay, so 3-on-2 zone entry, dropped it back to the high guy. And then it kind of turns into this little mini play at the net front, right? Goalie gives a little poke check, right? And then look what happens. I'm going to go slow, frame by frame. Goes way over to the side. Top cheddar. So this play, this clip is in here. Not because it's really all about control, but maybe rebound control. I personally, and remember as we go through this, you guys all have to make your own decisions in games, right? I can't stop the puck for you. But me personally, I'm not a huge fan of a poke check. I get it when we're blocking pass lanes, right? Or if it's a shootout where there's not going to be another opportunity. But in a game situation where there are chances that could come in succession, so you have a shot and then a rebound, pokes oftentimes put us in a place of just kicking the puck back out into the play. So the reason he had to poke is because he dropped right away, right? Watch this. Murph turns and he's down. If Murph was able to hang on to it, he could have just gone around him, right? But he gets that little stick on him. He pokes it away, but he pokes it back into play and he pokes it across, right? It just happens to go across. Then he's in this diving desperation situation as opposed to staying poised, right? Which is what we're talking about, staying poised, staying in control. You lose control when you go down early. Right? He in this situation right here, he didn't trust himself enough that he would have been able to make the save, so he guessed and dropped. right? That's what that tells me. A lot of times I get the question like, what do you look for when you're scouting goalies? Part of it is looking for guys who can trust themselves. This right here, he dropped so quickly, so early. He was afraid. He didn't trust himself. He was afraid of getting beat 5-hole. He didn't trust that he was going to be fast enough to get down. So he dropped early. Now, it did kind of end up working out in the short term, right? Because puck gets poked away from the net. But then, I mean, our guy was there and their guy wasn't, right? So anyway, enough on that one. Next clip. This is the one from this weekend.
Face off to the right of Seibel in the Aberdeen zone, won by the Cats. Turned over, though, from Schwartz, looking for the point man at Beacom, and here come the Wings on the rush.
All right, what do we got? Someone speak up. Someone not Sibes or Was. What do we got? What's this called?
2-on-1 with trailing.
Yep, 2-on-1 with a third guy trailing and 2 back checkers, right? So 2-on-1 with trailers.
2-on-1. Manti.
Okay, and now it kind of morphed into a 2-on-2, right? Because our 2 attackers kind of slow up and they got another guy back. Okay, but really it's still a 2-on-1. This goes through and hits a body, but watch where the goalie goes. Woo! I'm sorry, I'm pointing with my finger at the screen as if you can actually see my finger, but you can't. So let's watch it again. Hits the stick, back in the feet, but the goalie went way sliding over, right? Look, his skate is nearly to the post by the time he starts pushing back, right? Nearly in line with the post. Not like he actually gets to the post, but he just jets over there. And then what does he have to do? He's just got to jet back, right? That's really hard to go crisscross like that quickly. So this is similar to what we just saw at the net front, right? Why did this goal go in? Anybody? Why did this goal actually go in?
He slid instead of moving on his feet.
Slid instead of moving on his feet, number 1.
He committed too much.
Committed too much, number 2.
He was guessing instead of playing goalie.
Guessing instead of, did he say instead of playing goalie?
He's a guesser. I don't know.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah.
I like it. Guessing. And what did we talk about just before about going down too early? Going down too early means that you don't what?
Don't
Trust
trust
yourself.
You don't trust yourself. So he didn't trust himself that he could get over there fast enough. If he had trusted himself that he could get over there fast enough, he could move on his feet. Like Sibes, was that you that said that? He could move on his feet and be able to cut back again right away. But he doesn't trust himself, does he? No, he's afraid of that back door. He's afraid. He's thinking. He's afraid of this guy. So he doesn't trust it. And he ends up sliding. And then really, you don't see it from this camera angle, but like basically from the middle bar over is all just clear, right? From that.
So then how low should you be, or how low should that pass or that second option be for you to slide over? Like, because that guy who's trying to get the pass, he's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He seems kind of deep, but is he not deep enough to slide?
Great question. Great question. So the difference is, notice that I didn't say don't slide. Moving on your feet would have definitely helped, right? You can move over and drop down, but I do think you could slide there. But what was the issue? The issue isn't that he slid. The issue is when he slid. He slid before the play developed because he was afraid. That's the real issue, right? I think that was Ethan that asked the question, right? You're absolutely right. If that guy, I mean, look, he's almost right at the top of the crease. But look at when the pass was sent. The pass was sent at the top of the circle. Where's he? Right? He's not even at the hash marks yet by the time that pass is gone, right? So I guess he is at the hash marks and he's just above the dot, right? I know for a fact both Dom and Sibes can make that on their feet and make a save, right? So the issue isn't whether or not he slid. You can all make saves sliding here, right? That's not the issue. The issue is whether or not he trusted himself, right? You can, I don't slide if you need to slide. If that's your read and you think he's too close and that you have to slide if you don't have time enough to move on your feet, as much as we can, I would say move on your feet to go down because you maintain a position of power in that situation. But more so, I think it's a matter of him not trusting his position and just sliding, right? Sliding early. Early is the keyword. Sliding isn't the keyword. Early is the keyword. Does that make sense?
Josh,
Yeah.
can I add something else? If you go
Yeah.
back,
Yep. How
Verts
far
is a
back?
lefty.
How
And
far
if you
back?
read, this is good. If
Okay.
you read that Verts was a lefty there, I think he would have moved on his feet, like had a better thought process to move on his feet, because Verts can just tuck it back to his backhand, which I'm pretty sure Verts would have done, just the way that
Yeah,
his
like
stick is angled.
he catches this puck and then cuts back the other way.
Yeah, so if you're sliding, that player is making you look like a fool.
Right, because then
So
if you slide and go, he cuts back, is what you're saying, right?
yeah. So it's about that early read too on what hand that far guy is.
Yep. Great.
Can I add
Ethan did
something
that.
too, Josh?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I agree with Sipes about reading the play too, right? And most of the time in those situations, when I see those videos right now, what I'm missing and what I teach a lot to my goal is about just give that quick shoulder peek to the other side, see what the other guy on the other side is doing, right? Is he crashing the net? Is he a lefty or is he a righty, right? And if you guys can read that too, that might help you self maybe for your next decision. What am I going to do? Am I going to slide or am I just going with my T push and stand up, right? So I personally, I think, and I teach it a lot to my goal, is just to use the shoulder peak once your opponent enters your zone, right? Just scan the whole ice and see how the opposition goes into the zone, right?
Yep.
Are they crashing? Are they like more way back, lefties, righties, whatever, right?
Yep.
And that might help you guys too.
Absolutely. And what I like about what you said about the shoulder check too is gaining awareness of the ice, right? It's hard to do a shoulder check when we get really tight and really small and really pinched and low, right? It's hard to do that because you're tunnel vision on the puck. So I would add, Steph, to what you're saying, just a reminder that in order to do a shoulder check and to really gain awareness of the ice, you need to open up your vision, right? Sibes and Dom, like we worked on this week, staying taller longer so that your vision stays high level instead of locked in low level, and that you only get locked in low level when the shot's actually coming, but that you can scan the ice from up top, lock in as the shot's coming, and you can pounce on it. But you're absolutely right with the shoulder check, and we're not going to go through it today. We can save it for another time, but on low high plays especially, you need to know where the players are above you to be able to make the accurate push out and get to the spot that you need to get to. I want to say that that's the last clip of this series. Let me see. I don't know if this one's part of the series. Oh, no, this is totally separate. But I included this one for a reason. Let's watch. Oof. Let's watch that again. Puck gets dumped down. Off the wall, 5-hole. Dunk. All right. I'm going to get out of this so I can see all your faces. One sec. Who here has ever had a puck playing mistake that turned it into a goal? That's the worst thing that could happen. And guess what? That goalie that just happened to is a Division I committed goalie, right? So that one was tagged weird, but then I decided to leave it in. It was tagged as out of position, right? I tagged it as out of position because that's what I was thinking, like out of control. But it got tagged out of position because it was, dump behind the net, misplay. That's the worst thing that could happen. I put that one in there so that you guys can remember that everybody makes mistakes. Everybody screws up playing the puck. It's going to happen. You just have to kind of move on, right? You just kind of have to move on. Okay, let me share the screen again. And I'm going to just mix up, I'm going to change up the, I'm going to change up the, oh no, I already have it in here. Sibes, Welsh, Was. Should we add Matt Vernon and Connor Close? Oh, I might not have their full season. I only have playoffs. So we just watched goals. Now we're going to watch when things go right, when we make saves on cross ice plays, staying in control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Sibes, Welsh, Vernon, Was, and Close isn't in here because he didn't play in those playoffs. Okay, and then I'm going to go to Chest. You'll see why I'm going to Chest, and then I'm going to Royal Road. All right, can y'all still see? We still good here, friends?
Yep.
Yep.
Sweet. And let's just randomize it. How do we want to do this? Let's go more cross ice.
Kuros and O'Connell gives for Couette. Couette looked at the shot. Ends up going over D, and now O'Connell from the circle near side. His shot.
Okay, so let's look at this situation. 4-1. Oh, I remember this game. Sorry, Sibes. You remember this game too, I think. Ancient history, bud. Ancient history. Okay, power play situation. Puck goes high to low. Goalie moves over on his feet. Butterfly. Bang. Looks like it hits him in the face. Next clip. Ooh, that's awful audio. Okay, so puck goes cross ice once, cross ice twice. Shot through. Tipped. Save. One thing I want to point out here. Back up faster. One of my younger goalies. Tell me what Sibes' depth is here. Let's watch again. What's depth like?
He's at the top of the crease. His heels are at the top of the crease.
Top of the paint, right? Even with traffic. Maybe especially with traffic, right? Gain depth, right? Don't play from the middle of your crease, especially if you're a young guy. Next clip. We're going on an adventure here. I don't know exactly what's coming up next, so this will be fun. Wilderness. Oh, I remember this save too. Okay, so puck goes low to high, then it comes across. And then watch this. Goes back against the grain. Good save. Okay, let's watch the shift. Instead of dropping straight down, what does he do? Look at the depth as well. Look, depth is still really good. And then at some point, okay, now D's in the lane. Reads the backside pass again and shifts his body into it. Great save. Next, controlled, quiet. Actually, let's go back. If he slid over, this is a totally different play. But look at how much time he has on his feet to make this read. If he shot that puck, that would have been the easiest save in the world, right? Between the dot and top of the circle with that much time, tons of time to make a read and make a push into the save. Next. Low to high, high, low, cross to the front, all that glitch. We'll watch that again. Goes across, notice, oh, look at this. This was either a major or a double minor. Puck goes across, high, low, and then a little bump. He's still on his feet. Look at that. He hasn't dropped yet. That's trust. Let's see if we can see a shoulder check here. I guess because the puck's high, he already knows where this guy is, right? I don't think he does a shoulder check, but I don't think he really needs to because it's all in front of him right now. Now, depth is maybe still a little deep, right? If this guy was able to actually pick a corner, that could still be a goal, right? So if anything, this could be an example of, you know, maybe getting a little lucky too that the shot came into him. If he knew how much time he actually had, he could have probably corralled that puck a little bit more. Anyway, stayed on his feet, stayed patient, made the save. Bingo. Next. Looked like a fight there. That was cool. 2-on-1 into the zone. Missed pass. Pass back. Gains feet. This would have been, this was last year because of that ugly logo. Sorry, Brookings / St. Cloud, whoever you are. Sibes, is it okay if I go through this a little bit more? Are you still on here? He might not be on here. Low, high, cross ice. He is kind of a one-timer threat, right? But Sibes is able to kind of gain his edges and still gain depth, right? But what do you notice? There's kind of a lot going on, right? Sibes, if you're still on here, I can't see it, but there's kind of a lot going on, right? Over and then across. It's just a lot of movement, right? And we've talked about it. We've worked on it, right? There's a lot of movement. Trust yourself, guys. Trust yourself. Next. Pass across. Save. That's kind of a boring clip. Good save. Right in the face. Boring clips are good, I should say, guys, right? Like, legit, if you could make every save as boring as possible, that would be unreal. Are you all still with me?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. We'll just go through a couple more here. Okay, zone entry, that was kind of a 3-on-2-ish, right? Because I kind of see one black, maroon, dark color jersey over here, 2, 3-on-2, and then looks like there might be another helmet and another guy back here. So let's see it develop. Walk down. Pass across, right? So Ethan, I think you asked earlier, how close is close enough to slide? Here's a slide right here. But notice he doesn't start his slide until the puck's already off of his blade. The puck's somewhere like right in here. Can't see exactly, but it's somewhere right in here. It's not on his blade anymore. So it's not as much a matter of if you slide or if you move on your feet. Sometimes, like I said before, in general, let's try to move on our feet as much as we can. But if you're going to slide, it matters more your timing. Don't slide early. Don't slide early. Trust yourself that you're fast enough to get there. This puck comes through, it ends up like bobbling on him. He makes a save. He makes another save. Whatever. Maybe he doesn't make another save. Maybe his D bail him out. That happens. Next. Put it over, put it back, save, bang. Let's watch it again. Okay, so kind of a 3-on-3 developing into a 3-on-2-ish weird play because we got some guys coming back. But watch how simply Sibes moves. Puck comes down and over, comes back, moves on his feet, on angle, tracks down into it, makes a save. Money. Nice and tight, nice and controlled, nice and simple. Okay, 3-on-2. Into a what? What's this now?
2-1.
Yep. 3-2 into a 2-1. Through. Shift into the save, right? Here's another good example. It's totally okay that he slid. But what is this really? What does he do more than anything? It's not kind of a slide, but what is it really more of? It's more of a shift, right? He kind of shifts into that deflection, right? So an example, it's totally okay to slide. I'm not saying don't slide. I'm not saying don't slide. I'm saying look at where that puck is and look at that he's still patient. He's still on his feet. He's in control. Tip on net, covered. Do you see that? Cool. I can't see you, so I'm just assuming that you're with me. Next. I haven't seen any Verney yet. Oh, I guess I only have like 9 games out of, let's see, 40 last year and then another 14 this year. So they're kind of getting buried. This was just last weekend, I think. The bar is kind of in the way here. We'll watch it again. Okay, puck off the wall to a drive. Kind of gets bobbled and bounced, right? Sibes pushes over, makes a save. Guy fans on it quick. Okay, so this is a really easy time to lose your emotions, right? Things are going crazy, puck's getting battered around, but Sibes is able to get back under control. Challenges, look at the position. Heels are at the top. What's really the guy's only option? The only option right now is a shot, and Sibes is trying to find it through all the traffic, right? Look at him. Is he going face first in this thing? Yeah, he is. Look at that dive. Who is that? Schneids? Who is that?
Definitely Spence.
That's got to be 11.
He went to my high school, actually.
Who said that?
Finn, Spencer Schneider.
Oh, Finn. Yeah, that's right. That makes sense. Yes, he did. He did indeed. Okay. But, okay, let's back up just quickly because I just mentioned emotions. We have to be able to control our emotions too. A play like this, it could be, like I'm thinking back to when I was playing, right? A play like this, it could be an opportunity for your brain to say, oh, wow, I got super lucky there. Did you see him fan on that puck? Like, yeah, you made the first save here, but your brain and your emotions could go into a place of, oh, well, that was lucky. I just got bailed out. Like, oh man, that was close. And you could get all panicky, right? And you can be like, oh, I'm like on my belly, or I'm on my back. That's not how I should be. I should have been this. I should have done that. I should have thought of this. I should have done that. Should have made this read. I shouldn't have been in my reverse too quick, right? And all that would have added up to you not being able to get back under control and not be able to read this play, challenge aggressively, be ready, and make a great save. Bingo. Next. Welsh. Tracking through traffic. Oh, I remember this one. Watch this. Okay, so I don't think he actually saw the pass, right? Because the puck's somewhere right in here, I think. Somewhere right here. The pass is already gone. Oh, there's the puck, right? Look at this back scratcher. Stick's touching the ceiling. Over, down, save. You could say he was late. You could say he didn't read it the right way. But ultimately, he got there on his feet, and he got there in time to make the save. Over. Bang. Next. Okay, so here's a delay. I'm not sure where this pass is going, but we'll find out. Oh, there it is. Over, gain depth, save, control. How would, Sibes, if you wouldn't mind, how would you have played this now?
I would have liked to move on my feet. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe I didn't have like a good rotation.
Okay.
Like, and a strong. Still have. I probably already transferred my weight, and that's why I kind of felt like I had to slide.
Sure. Are
And
those your old pads from last
Yeah.
year? Like, is
Yeah,
there a chance that this is like weekend number 2 of the year?
No, those are the 2Xs I had.
Oh,
Those are the
okay.
new ones.
Those were the new ones. Okay.
Yeah. No, they weren't actually. You're right.
It looks all white.
Yeah, you're right.
Next. Ooh, look at this. OT. This will be fun. Let's see. Never mind. That wasn't, well, I mean, good control, right? We're talking about control. He moves on his feet. He gets over there. But I was kind of hoping for more. But again, like, if we could make 30 out of 30 chest saves, that'd be dope. I'd take that. OT again. Same game, maybe. Probably. Turnover. Low, high, 1T. He doesn't actually gain very much depth, right? But he still was able to get there. Also, what helped him? What helped him in this situation is that we'll watch again. I'm not going to give the answer on this one. Is he a shot threat right now, this guy? Anyone?
No.
No, not a shot threat. So what does goalie not do? Now he kind of is, right? But his body's facing up ice. Everything's facing up ice. So what does he not do? He's not in the what?
Shooting line?
No.
RVH.
He's not in the reverse. He's not on the post on his knees. Which means that as this play comes up, yeah, he doesn't gain much depth, but there's not a whole lot of extra movement that he has to do. So he's able to just read the shot, react into the shot. All right, let's just go 2 more here. So let's see if we can find a Vernon. Caught it in the neck. Welsh. I should just look for Vernon. Or this is what we'll do. Here. Clear all of it, and then only bring Vernon in. Woo! All right. And we want only you guys. Moves on his feet. Moves on his feet. Pitters goes flying. Back across. Okay, look, he slides. It's all good. Sliding's okay. Why did he have to slide in this case? Why did he have to slide?
He probably knew that there was a one-time threat on the other side.
One-time threat and
Traffic.
traffic, so he was late picking it up. Exactly. He might have gotten help here on the block too. Cross ice, back again. Slides. Okay, no problem. Why did he slide here? Kind of similar reason, right? D zone face off, puck goes to the point, puck goes across, then it kind of comes back across again, right? That's not a shot, that's a high tip. That's what that is. But it ends up getting all the way through, and he look, bodies 1, 2, 3, 4 might have been in the lane, right? So he might not have seen that pass come through, and could have been looking at a tip here, but he's able to get over, makes a save. Next, last one. Ooh, NHL signings. Amarillo. Kind of got tipped on net, but then comes all the way back. Good save. Let's watch it all the way through again. Okay, kind of gets tipped on net. He kind of makes a save first, but then turnover. What does he do? He explodes to his feet, gets over, gets set. Let's watch one more time. Where are his feet when he explodes back over?
Top of the crease.
Top of the crease. Matt Vernon's like 5'10". They say he's 5'11", but he's not 5'11". Top of the crease. Feet are set. Bingo. Tracks the puck almost into his face. Got it? Any questions? Is there anything else? Is there anything that I missed that maybe we want to see? I mean, we could do more of these style video review. We've been going for an hour here now. Any questions or ideas? No? Alex, what you eating there? Got lunch? An orange?
Just some oranges.
Nice, good for you. All right, friends. If there's nothing else, then I'll say bye for now, and we'll pick it up again next week. Sound good? All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
Thanks,
got
Josh.
it. You got it. See you guys.
Bye.